Believe it or not, you could be making at least 10K a month doing something you absolutely love. This method is what around 85% of the young millionaires I meet use. And if I started from scratch again, I'd do it too. Selling info products. I was inspired to make this video after I stumbled across an info product the other day teaching you how to look after chickens at home. The part-time farmer who created this info product is making over $20,000 a month selling 20 of these online programs at $1,000 each. If you want to achieve the same, grab a notepad as I'm going to explain the steps you need to take in order to make over $10,000 per month with info products. Unlike traditional businesses such as this cafe, info products cater to every market. Just think, no location limitations whatsoever. Right now I'm at one of my favourite beaches, but whether you're in the UK or overseas, we can still buy the same information products online. Since they're digitalised, they're not tied to one specific market. Even though info products have a global reach, they are still limited by the niche you pick, so make sure there's enough demand and minimal competition. Consider the health niche, for example. I normally just think about online personal trainers and workout plans. And let me tell you, that's not for me. But a guy called Anthony Mativa thought outside the box and used his knowledge of languages to create the magnetic memory method, which is an info product focused on enhancing your memory skills. Now, I could do with a bit of that myself. It's not just for seniors looking to stay mentally sharp. Students are also using it to excel in exams, meaning he's captured an extremely diverse audience. So Anthony identified a niche, pinpointed valuable knowledge within it, and as a result is generating an annual income of more than $120,000. So how can you do this too? Well, first choose a skill. Let's say a sport like tennis, for example. If you can become like a 6 out of 10 skill-wise, then people will want to learn from you. However, taking this route is time-consuming. Additionally, if you're not an expert, it could negatively affect sales because you may not appear as trustworthy as someone with prior professional experience. So, how can you overcome this? Well, you could pair up with an expert in the tennis world and build an info product together. An expert doesn't have to be an ex-professional. They might have experience in tennis tutoring, run a club, or have a sport qualification. If you're more business orientated, then this allows you to work behind the scenes to ensure it all runs smoothly, whilst the actual tennis coach teaches within the videos or writes the step-by-step guides. Say you sell 20 programs per month at a rate of $997 per month. It always seems to end in a 7. That would generate $19,940. Then shared 50-50 with your business partner, that would total around about $10,000 each. To be exact, it would be $9,970 profit. Of course, you need to minus your expenses, but you get the idea, and they're not going to be that much on an info product. Now, you could either choose to scale this up and sell more programs per month, or you could partner with another expert and repeat the process. It would be a lot quicker the second time around, as you'll just be repeating a proven formula. Traditional businesses are making a real play towards building out their own communities because they've seen the rise of influencers and the power of followings. Take this Pretty Little Thing order, for example. My son's girlfriend goes mad for this stuff. This unmistakable pink unicorn packaging is so much more than just a plastic bag. It's a symbolic gateway into the brand community, connecting customers with influencers who wear and help design the clothes. PLT's online community pulls in a whopping £712.2 million annually, which is the equivalent to almost $900 million a year. So they've obviously been extremely successful in attracting customers with their branding, which not only enhances the sense of community, but also helps to convert fans into paying customers. So what can we take from this? Well, if you want to increase your conversion rates, then you need to build some kind of community around your info product. But why are conversion rates so important? Well, let's say you reached 50,000 potential customers online, then normally you can expect a 2% conversion rate, which would mean you sell 1,000 products. Let's say you price them at $1,000 each. With a conversion rate of 2%, that means you're going to make $100,000. Not bad, right? Well, imagine if the people that you reach felt like they were part of something bigger, a community led by you in a free Facebook or Discord group. You could boost that conversion rate to 5%, which means you'd sell 2,500 products and make woohoo! $250,000. Hopefully now you can see why brands are pumping so much time and money into building online communities. But building communities from scratch is hard. So here's how I'd go about it. Build a personal brand. I mean, there's so much free traffic on TikTok right now. I don't necessarily think you need a personal brand. Of course, you could just run ads, but it's definitely a much more cost-effective way to reach a mass audience and make a personal connection. One of my old video editors actually followed this exact roadmap. He wasn't the best editor out there, and honestly, he was a little bit lazy, but he understood how to make a YouTube channel and has now launched his own editing course. All of his videos combined have garnered millions of views in the editing niche, and he's now making more than $10,000 per month, and his community worships him like some kind of editing god. And I bet he still can't get out of bed on time. You seriously don't need to be the next Mr. Beast. If you build a strong community of 50,000 people, then there is no reason why you can't be making $100,000 a year. Actually, I take that back. You definitely should be making $100K a year. Just make sure you collect everyone's contact details and build an email list, as this way you can own your audience and not rent it from a social media platform that could shut you down at any point. Businesses have been taking advantage of upselling for years, and it's only getting more common. McDonald's have introduced digital ordering screens to almost all of their locations. These machines always try to upsell customers to larger meals, sometimes even using pulsing pictures to make you click on them. Even after you've finished ordering, another screen pops up offering additional items with attractive pictures, aiming to maximize the amount of money per order. Here's a diagram of something called the value ladder. This is what companies use to upsell customers, and so can you. As you can see, the customer will always be lured in by some bait and then encouraged to the top of the ladder through various offers. Let's put this into context. There's a new video game out and it hooks you in with a free trial. The bait. The temptations take over and you've bought the full version. That's the first step. After this, they offer a weapon pack, and before you know it, you've spent your entire monthly wage and you've reached the top of the ladder. So how can you create a value ladder of your own? Well, imagine you're selling a fitness info product. So the bait could be a free workout guide which draws people in. For your first step, you could offer a 4-week program for $9.99. Then you could follow this up with a personalized coaching package for $999 a year. I mean, you could even follow this up with VIP one-to-one sessions for $5,000 per year. So if 100,000 people download your free workout guide and 5% buy the program, that would make you $49,950. If 5% of those people, which would be 250, opt for coaching, this would add an extra $249,750 to your pocket. And then if 2% of those people, which would be 5 people, join your one-to-one VIP coaching, it would bring in an extra $25,000. That value ladder would generate you a total of $324,700 per year. And if you want to make even more, then you just have to reach more people initially. I mean, if you manage to get 1 million people to download your free workout guide, then you can multiply all these numbers by 10. As we discussed, creating and selling info products is the best way to generate fast cash nowadays. But when you make fast money, it can be very easy to spend it just as quickly. That's why I've always taken a portion of the money I generated through my businesses and invested it into the stock market. I mean, surely you'd like to own pieces of the companies you love that will hopefully increase in value over time, rather than a designer item that won't be cool in a couple of months. But how do you pick the best investment app? Well, here are the things I look out for. Firstly, it's so important to make sure the platform you're using offers a wide range of stocks and ETFs so you can build a diversified portfolio. Some stocks have high price tags, so make sure the platform offers fractional shares so you can buy a percentage of a share and not the full thing. Thirdly, I like automating my investing by personally selecting the stocks and ETFs I want to own, and the investing app buys the stocks for me on a daily, weekly or monthly basis. And lastly, ensure the platform you're using is easy to use and offers zero commission investing, as this means you're always getting the best price possible and not paying sneaky hidden fees. Webull offer everything we've just discussed and so much more. So for a limited time, click the link in the description to sign up for Webull and get up to 75 free stocks when you fund your account. If you want to grow your sales sustainably, then you have to sell to the same customer more than once. Otherwise, you'll always be in promo mode. Gyms like this often roll out major promotions 2 to 3 times a year, particularly in January, so they can capitalize on fitness-based New Year's resolutions. Usually they lock people into a 12-month membership, but come February, most people stop going. But this guarantees the gym 12 months of reoccurring revenue. This is really important when you're selling info products, as the more a customer buys from you, the higher their lifetime value becomes. Lifetime value is an estimate of the average revenue that a customer will generate throughout their lifespan as a customer. I know that sounds like a load of jumbled words, but really it just means that companies try to determine how much a customer will spend on their products during their lifetime. In simpler terms, how much money they can rinse them for. So this is kind of like your compass for forecasting future growth and how much you can spend on advertising to acquire those customers. The best way to do this with info products is to start an online membership. So in a paid membership, you'd expect to see webinars or in-depth tutorials, member-only events or meetups, personalized support and access to a dedicated and like-minded community. Let's say you charge $50 per month for membership and you have 100 members. That's $5,000 in monthly revenue, and over a year, that is $60,000. Now factor in potential growth. Say you increase your membership to 200 members. Now your monthly revenue is $10,000, which is $120,000 a year. That's more than enough to replace your regular 9 to 5. Right now I'm on my way to London for a business meeting and I'm surrounded by people on the 9 to 5 grind. It's almost like they're on autopilot. They've got their laptops out, they're all serious faces. It's like Robot City. In most 9 to 5 jobs, they want you to be present in a specific location for a specific amount of time. And you're not paid on whether you've got good knowledge, you're just paid on the time that you spend there at the job. That's why info products are so liberating. They're a great way to unlock location freedom, meaning you're not tied to any building or even country. That's right, you can jet off to the Maldives, have a swim with the sharks, bask in the glorious sunshine and still earn money. Of course, this still requires you to work remotely, but some people take it one step further and automate everything. What I mean by this is hiring other people to deal with certain aspects of the info product. So you could have someone managing customer support. You could have someone monitoring the group chat. You could collaborate with experts and have them take certain webinars so you don't have to do that week. And you could pre-record content and have someone posting it out each week. If you can find the correct balance and execute it in an ethical and positive way, you'll have the ability to live wherever you want. And you'd be able to escape certain tax laws by relocating to places like Dubai, which don't have any personal income tax. I firmly believe that you can create and sell a very successful info product in a very short amount of time. And the best thing about all of this is you can help change people's lives by sharing your knowledge. If you want to know how I started a print-on-demand store and sold posters like this for a profit, then I'll leave that video right up there. But don't click on it just yet. Make sure to subscribe if you want to grow your wealth. Okay, I'll see you over there.